Hi, my name is Jason, and this is my vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening, folks. It's Wednesday evening. It's 25 to 8. The weather has completely changed. It's absolutely throwing it down outside. Although they reckon over the weekend we're going to have 30-degree temperatures, so that should be interesting. Anyway, I've not done anything yesterday and today. To be honest, I've been too tired. I definitely got a shorter video today than the 27 minutes from the other day, but it was a fantastic weekend. Like I said on the video, it was really good. My sister's enjoying her time away as well. She's on honeymoon at the moment, going around Wales, which is a lovely country, really lovely. I love some places in Wales. Where have I been to in Wales? I've been to Rhyl, Prestatyn, Bangor, Cardiff and Pwllheli. Them are the only 5 places I've been there in Wales, and yet there's a lot to explore there, so I might go there for a weekend one time. Like I said, I haven't done a lot. I'm getting prepared at the moment for the dreaded PIP medical tomorrow. I actually had a phone call off him today to ask me if I was still attending, and I said to the woman, you know, I'll be attending, but last time I attended there was a 2-hour delay, and she said, oh. She said, that's unusual. She said, we normally ring you and let you know. I said, well, you certainly didn't. I said, because I got all the way down there and it was 11:15 before I was told there was a 2-hour delay. Anyway, I've said to her, I'm going to ring in the morning anyway, because I don't fancy another 2-hour delay, because I can't sit for 2 hours, as I've told you before. The only time I sat was on Saturday, on Friday and on Sunday. And it absolutely killed me. And I'm suffering so badly today with my back. It's ridiculous. I cannot stop the pain in my spine at all. I definitely think it's done more damage than good. But hey ho, you know, we live and learn, don't we? I mean, I didn't know what the journey would do to me. I've not taken a journey like that since my spine really deteriorated. So it was definitely an eye-opener. I was anybody who knows me, I was on Xbox Game Pass last night, and I like that they've got a lot of games on there that are independent. And they're not games that you would find anywhere else, which is good. I was playing one last night called Ashen. And what Ashen is basically, it's an RPG. But it's a really clever RPG because it's quite basic in how you look at the game. But it's very like Skyrim, but on a lower budget. Now, it's a really good game. And I went on to Amazon because I weren't sure whether you could buy it for PC or not. And you can't, and it's only available on Xbox. But the download code on there was £50 for this game. £50. Anyway, I've got it on Xbox Game Pass, so as long as I'm a member of Xbox Game Pass, I can play it unlimited. Anyway, I played it because what I've been doing, I've been testing out some of the smaller games just to see what they're like, because I've got Game Pass anyway. And I played a really strange one called, what was it called actually? Mud Runner. And basically, it's a car game with a difference. You're basically in charge of a truck, and you've got to go to various places in various conditions and pick up trailers with logs on, with trailers, and then you've got to go to a logging mill to pick up the logs. And it's very complicated because you can't see, the controls are really weird. You can actually look at it from as if you're driving the truck, or you can look at it from the back, or you can look at it from the top, and it's really strange because you have to, you know, it's as if you're driving through mud and puddles and stuff like that. You know, the truck actually reacts to the terrain it's going through. It's so realistic, but I couldn't do it for love nor money. Deb had a little go of it. She did miles better than me, absolutely miles better. But I was also playing another one. I can't think what, Power Force, I think it was called, something like that, and it was absolutely brilliant. It took me back to my days of playing what do you call them? Not 3D, vertical scrollers, not horizontal, vertical. And it was really good. It took me back to my days of I don't know whether anybody remembers this game. It was out for years ago. It was on arcade as well, called R-Type. It's very similar to that, except you go up the screen, not across. It's really good. Like I say, if you get a chance, go on, get Xbox Game Pass. It's worth it, even if you can just get it for a trial. It is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, it's 7:45 now, and I'm thinking of watching the Europa League final between Chelsea and Arsenal. I don't mind who wins. I'm only going to watch it because it's football. You know, it's one of those. But I've not been in a really good mood the last couple of days. I've been quite low, actually. I don't know why. I think it's this PIP thing, because I remember what happened with my ESA medical a couple of years ago, and I remember what happened with my PIP medical as well, where they basically turned around their own verdict, if you like, to tell me that 1 minute I was entitled to high mobility and the next thing I was only entitled to low mobility, even though my legs are 10 times worse than they used to be. They literally are 10 times worse. And like I said, I know my own terrain out here, but 2 days ago I nosedived on the decking. You know, I went straight down, I hit my ankle. I felt it more yesterday because I could feel it in my side and my back. I didn't feel it on the day, because you never do you, when you do these falls? You never think, oh, I'm in pain straight away. You think, oh no, I'm all right. It's only the next day when you realise that you've actually done some damage to yourself. The only positive thing in the last couple of days is I've actually wrote a couple of new poems, which I'm going to read out in a moment. Mainly for those people who don't go onto the sites or you know, just watch me vlog, because I've got some people who subscribe to me vlog but don't actually go on Facebook that much. So I'll be reading them out to them. I have had another subscriber. I've now got 47. I'll give a shout out to my new subscriber now. Yeah, shout out to my newest subscriber, a lady by the name of Kathy LeBlanc, who signed up a couple of days ago. All my videos are, well, a lot of them anyway, are me just sitting talking, to be honest with you, showing that you can actually have a normal life with CMT. And as you noticed the other day, I got onto the subject of hobbies and living with disabilities. And it's quite horrible to think that when you go for these medicals that they actually hold against you if you actually try to do something positive. Now, I don't like this in the slightest. I think it's really, really horrible when they do this. I think it's I think it's discrimination, to be honest, because they're basically saying, they are basically saying that if you're disabled, you shouldn't have a life, really. You should just basically do nothing, and then you'd be entitled to your money. You know, fall over by all means. You know, be awkward, can't cope, don't do anything, but don't try and enjoy your life, because if you try and enjoy your life and do something positive, you will have to pay for that. You will basically have your money taken off you because they think you can live a normal life. Now, anybody who is disabled, such as me, such as you, who are watching this, most of you, will know that we have to grasp whatever chance we can of living a normal life. I know I hate using the word normal, but that's what people say, because I don't really know what normal is. Now, fair enough, if you were born disabled, you don't know any different. You know, if you're born in a wheelchair, then you don't know any different. So you've never had to get used to the fact that you're losing the ability to do things. With CMT, and with me, and probably with quite a lot of people out there, they used to have normal lives. They used to have lives where they could do things they wanted to do. They could run, play, do sports, they could do all sorts of things. And CMT has restricted them. Now, yes, I do see people with CMT still doing sports, and good on them. But when you've got conditions that like numb your legs and numb your feet and numb your hands, you tend to be restricted on what sports you can do, for a start. And like I said, I lost the use of my legs in that respect, in sports respect, and basically had to stick to snooker and darts. And it's only in the last couple of years that I've had to stop playing them, because I can't grip the darts, I can't bend for do the snooker. I put myself in absolute agony trying. And I don't see the reason why we should be punished because we want to try and do stuff. You know, fair enough, if I don't get me wrong, I mean, if you have, say, somebody with CMT whose hobby is mountain climbing, now in order to mountain climb, you need a fair bit of control over your body. You need to be able to, you know, grab all the ropes, etc., etc. You need to have something on that. And if you've got CMT, especially in the stages like I've got it, and like I say, a lot of you probably got it, it's very restricting. You can't grip hold of things for too long. You know, you try and hold on to something and you know that you're not going to be able to. Your hand lets loose, etc. Now, with me being used to be a really avid gamer, when I was younger I could do 8 or 9 hours of gaming. Yeah, I know it was a bad thing, but I still did it because I enjoyed it. And now I'm restricted to whatever these allow me to do, which averages about 45 minutes. And it used to annoy me. It used to really, really annoy me. It used to make me so angry that I couldn't do something I wanted to do. But then I had to take a step back because it was depressing me. It was putting me in a bad mood all the time. I was anxious. I was suffering really, really badly. I was taking it out on people I shouldn't have took it out on. Not in a violent way. I was just being moody and snappy and sulky, and you know how you think you'd be if you lost your ability to do something. And now it's a case of, no, I'll take what I can. I'll take what I can. And I've wrote a poem today, actually, which I'll read out. Like I said, I've got 2 to read out. One from yesterday, one from today. I've written 2 in 2 days. And the one from today is just called Alive. And it's basically, I'm fed up of people who, I go on Facebook on a daily basis. It's what I do. And I see people complaining about really, 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 really ridiculous things, stupid things, things they can't control, things they can't do anything about. You know, I've seen people I've seen reports of people who've put notes on ambulances telling them not to park where their car's going to park, and stupid things like this. You know, things that people moan about that are just absolutely ridiculously stupid. And that's why I just wrote it called Alive. And it's basically about, you know, wake up, smell the coffee, you're lucky. Some people aren't. So yeah, I'm dreading tomorrow, and I think it's getting to me a bit now, because like I said, I've been these before, and I know how they treat you. They treat you like cattle. They really do. Don't get me wrong, the odd person will go through, and the person will probably look at them or talk to them and say, I don't know why they've sent you here. You know, you shouldn't even have come for a medical blah, blah, blah. But if you're not crawling on your hands and knees, if you're not gibbering and you're not slobbering all over the place, you know, and you're not on a dialysis machine, then they don't seem to see you as being disabled. But how can they assess you in an hour when you go through it 24 hours a day? You know, if you were assessed by a disabled person, somebody who knows what you go through on a daily basis, that would be different. But saying that these are healthcare professionals, that doesn't mean anything. I've been to the hospital before and told them I had CMT, and they had to look it up on Google, find out what it was. And I'm serious. I'm serious. When I was rushed in with my stomach a few years back, they asked me what conditions I got. I said I got CMT. She all got married to. She had to go on to Google. She did it there and then in front of me, and Googled to find out what it was. You know, it's bizarre. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the poems, and I'll do another blog soon. Vlog. I keep getting them mixed up. Anyway, I'll do another one soon. Now, these poems are very apt, actually. The first one I wrote yesterday is called Every, and it's basically about people's perceptions. Every face that you see has its own tale to tell. Each person has their own history. Just because you see them smile doesn't mean they're happy. Just because their head's down, it doesn't mean they're sad. If you see them dressed differently, do not assume that they're bad. If they walk with a limping gait, it doesn't mean that they're drunk. When you see a person laughing to themselves, why presume that they're mad? We're all individuals and all do different things. Every one of us is different and yet similar. You cannot know what pain someone is suffering if on the outside they are smiling. People can smile, laugh, talk, cry. Do not assume that you know why. Yep, second poem today is a poem called Alive, and I've just posted it on Facebook actually, and it's already had a couple of likes, and I've posted it on my CMT groups, so I'm reading it out now. It's called Alive. Look to the sky, see the birds flying high, the sun shining down, the clouds rolling by, the sounds of children, the laughter and play. Be thankful, my friend, you're alive today. When you think it's all wrong, nothing you do can be right. You want to get rid of darkness, welcome the light. Remember you're fortunate, though things might not go your way. You are lucky, my friend, you are alive today. Our lives could end any time. We don't get a second chance. Don't just listen to the music. Get up there and dance. Tomorrow isn't promised. None of us can stay. So be grateful, my friend. You're alive today. Thank you. Hi, I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up and a like. Thank you very much. And if you like what you saw, you can subscribe by clicking there. And if you want to see what I did yesterday, you've just got to click up there. Bye for now.